Macomb is home to nearly 20,000 people and Western Illinois University. MTC Communications is a subsidiary of the McDonough Telephone Cooperative, and together they have invested nearly $34 million in their broadband network covering a 6-county territory. 30 full-time and 35 local contracted employees provide a diverse talent base that allows MTC to offer a superior level of service quality. 60 years of local experience and dedication make MTC an asset to the community and the region. Over the past 5 years, MTC has invested $9 million in fiber optic infrastructure in and around Macomb and continues to invest in ongoing fiber optic builds around the region. Education plays a critical role in the success of any community, and MTC works as a valuable partner to the school districts it serves.
West Prairie School District is 240 square miles. We have 4 school buildings, an office, a bus barn, and a maintenance facility, all of which are connected through MTC Communications high-speed fiber optic data networks. That was installed 2 summers ago, and it has transformed the way we do business because we have access to a lot more bandwidth, and wherever we have more bandwidth, we find ways to use it. So right now we are completely dependent on MTC Communications because they backstop us on everything having to do with technology, networks, telephones, even our intercoms within the buildings. Over the course of the next few years, every one of our students is going to have access to technology 24 hours a day, both in the school district and hopefully at home or out in the community. In order to make that happen, we're going to have access to a lot of bandwidth, and we're going to have it reliable and open 24 hours a day. And we think, based on our experience, that MTC Communications is exactly the sort of company who can provide that service to our schools, our students, and our staff.
We have the internet capacity. Fiber optic was dropped into our office recently within the last year or two, and it increased our capacity for or bandwidth for our office greatly, not only for all the stations and computers here, but mainly we have a lot of professional development activities here. So allowed a lot of teachers to come when we have a professional development activity, have every single one have a computer all up and running, streaming video and internet. Wonderful. We didn't have that before. We were lucky to have maybe 5 or 6 computers running at once at one of our workshops, and now we can run up to 50, 60 or more, all attending our workshop all at once, doing a nice presentation with the presenter showing the video and everybody having it streaming on their computers at the same time. It's just been wonderful. Yeah, we got a number of different satellite locations. We either have Safe's Alternative Schools, we got a different office in a different county, we got different programs to have different offices, and we're in the process of combining all that into one phone system, one internet system, so that we all use the same lines. And it's just been a good vision of mine to try to cost cutting is a big thing, to try to save on we have I don't know how many 15, 20, 25 different phone lines that all adding up all these different. If we could all narrow it down, but with the technology that's going to be given to us with fiber optics and broadband capacity, we're going to be allowed to have a phone system that could use I think it's a VoIP capacity technology that allows us to have a phone, and instead of dialing a separate phone number, we'll have ourselves just extensions to all different locations. And that's also helped with our Safe Alternative Schools with the broadband capacity being enlarged for us. It allows us to run a number of computers at our schools without any problems, any slowing or slugging down on all the different internet sites. So it's been great. MTC's had a wonderful relationship with the school districts in the area. So, obviously when we were looking to expand our capacity here for broadband and telephone system-wise, we thought that's the first place I'm going to go to. They had great relationships with those school districts, their administrators, their tech people, and my tech director and us. They worked out great. It's just been wonderful. It's amazing what can be given to the schools when they have the access to the internet, the access to all kinds of world, it's just the world is at their fingertips, so they have that. The school districts in this region don't have the capacity right now to implement all kinds of either programs or strategies through the technology because they don't have that capacity at their rural areas. MTC has been willing to drop lines into the areas, or have the vision to do this, and that's what we're really excited about, is the fact that they give the opportunity of these schools to implement all kinds of either one-to-one initiatives, one computer per student for all. Most of these schools that don't have the capacity don't have that opportunity to even think about great one-to-one initiatives for their schools because they don't have the capacity. That's what they like to see. They like to see they have the capacity, and they have that internet capability to all the schools, which would open up all kinds of curriculum and different different initiatives for the school districts and subject areas, that even foreign languages and all kinds of different subject areas, which would be wonderful for them.
As the demands of broadband expand the educational opportunities of our children, MTC is committed to meeting those demands. Macomb local government, challenged with tighter budgets and greater communication demands, has benefited from fiber optic connectivity between all of its remote locations. This allows for real-time sharing of information between the different departments.
Well, you're our internet service provider here for the entire city. That allows us through broadband to have interconnectivity between some of our satellite offices. We have City Hall here. Obviously, it's a main seat for the administrative part of the city government, but we're tied together with our police department, the fire department, the public works department. We have 2 satellite facilities in the public works and wastewater and our water treatment plant, and we're all connected using your service, and that makes it pretty easy for us to do business. Well, from an economic standpoint, it seems like any time we're trying to discuss economic development infrastructure, it becomes more important about technological infrastructure and, in essence, broadband capability that we can bring to the table. Wouldn't say it's a deal breaker, but it's very important in many of our discussions with folks that are wanting to come here and develop business. One of the things that we've adopted as a mantra here in Macomb is that our connection to Amtrak, and that if folks feel like they need to work in the city but want to live in Macomb, we can provide that. And what better other asset we can offer with a broadband connection, a good, strong, reliable broadband connection where people can sit at their homes and do business worldwide and still make Macomb where they live, eat, breathe, and raise their kids. That's something we can't underestimate or really put a true value on in this day's economy. The value of that is outstanding. MTC Communications is a very strong partner in the community, a broad-based partner in the community. They support us in a lot of endeavors, and when you're talking about making sure that business is happy, they go beyond that and make sure that the community that they serve is happy. And I think that speaks volume to the business concepts that they want to roll out. I think it speaks highly of the people leading the company.
Another key service of all communities and all individuals is healthcare. Macomb is dedicated to fulfilling the healthcare needs of its residents through services of various healthcare professionals and the McDonough District Hospital. Today, MDH serves the community with 2 remote clinics, as well as multiple healthcare offices, and once again, MTC connects all of these locations together with their fiber optic network. The Illinois Gigabit Communities Challenge Grant would allow MTC Communications to enhance, expand, and innovate their existing network in and around Macomb. Enhancing the network will consist of 2 parts. First, replacing the existing 2 gigabit lasers with 10 gigabit lasers, making the network capable of 5 times the current capacity. And second, with the expansion of ICN's network into Macomb, MTC will have virtually unlimited access to internet backbone connectivity as demand grows. This will exceed MTC's current 1 gig internet connection exponentially. By repurposing the existing equipment to the edge of the network, MTC will be able to expand its existing fiber to the home network into subdivisions that would otherwise not be able to be served due to their limited economies of scale. By utilizing existing network and resources, the grant dollars go further to benefit more families in the community. A recent survey conducted by MTC had a 35% response rate, showing pricing and speed being the top factors for broadband. The same study also indicated that 78% of all families would prefer to purchase their broadband connection from a local company. This grant will allow MTC to meet the current needs and future demands of these families. Western Illinois University has an outstanding agricultural department. MTC Communications and its parent company, McDonough Telephone Cooperative, serve rural, agricultural-based communities all the way out to the farms and ranches. The true innovation MTC brings with the Illinois Gigabit Communities Challenge is giving Ag Ed the ability to connect via its robust fiber optic broadband network, the university's agricultural knowledge base, and the application of this information by farmers in the region via an IPTV channel on MTC's video network.
We're very excited about the possibility we could have broadband here. If you look at the way broadband is used in agriculture today, whether it's on a tractor, in a barn, or at a trading desk in Chicago, broadband is a key aspect to both producing and marketing all agricultural products. The internet today is a key component of our teaching and of our research. We have a trading lab that students use to do some real-time market training with futures markets. We have access to internet here at the farm, which we use on a regular basis to verify and check on various feeding rations for our livestock. The reason we're excited about the possibility of having broadband here at the farm is that we are a big user of information, and we're also a big provider of information. We get information in to help educate our students, whether that is on the marketing side or on the animal health side or the agronomic side, and that information is real-time, it's very useful, and it provides students the opportunity to see how the industry actually works. We then get that information, analyze it, tune it to local conditions and how it can be used here in this area of Illinois, and send that, and we would be then able to send that information out to farmers and users around this part of the state. So it's good information in, even better information out.
This innovation gives farmers of the region a competitive advantage when producing and marketing their products globally, giving the entire region economic benefit. Enhancement, expansion, and innovation, MTC believes, is the most sensible way to utilize valuable financial resources while delivering the greatest benefits of broadband to more Macomb families. We truly appreciate your time and consideration of MTC's application in the Illinois Gigabit Communities Challenge.